Welcome to the broadcast. My name is Lynn Reeb. I am so glad you joined me. This is Healing Waves Ministries, and wow, I've got a show for you today. I can't wait. And first of all, Happy New Year. It is a new year, and we all feel like we need a fresh start in the new year. And I declare that over you, fresh vision for this new year and fresh alignment in the spirit. And one of those things for getting a fresh start is good health. Amen. We want to be long and strong for Jesus. And so I have a really, really special guest for you on the show. His name is Aaron George. He is a personal trainer and so much more. The name of his business and his ministry is Resurrected Physiques. And I can't wait for you to hear what he has to share with you today. So, Aaron, if you'd like to invite you on the show, welcome in. I'm so glad you're here.
Well, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure and Happy New Year's.
Oh, I met Aaron probably about 6 weeks ago, I think, right?
Roughly around there.
He's been working me hard, and I love it. And the reason I went to him is, I just felt like my posture is getting terrible. I'm getting weak, and I've got this crazy limp in my leg that I wanted to correct. And sometimes if you've had leg injuries, you'll have some muscles that get weak, and some will get too strong, and then everything's out of whack. So I was a little out of whack, Aaron, and he's getting me straightened out. But I'm a big project for him, I think.
You're
And
doing great. You're doing great.
thank you. Thank you. I'm having fun. And Aaron, I do thank you because you're very patient with me and very kind and gentle, but you push me at the same time, and I need that. So um, thank you. Thank you. So
You're
I
welcome.
I want to share you with the world and tell them how important it is to have a personal trainer. Because honestly, I never would have thought about it. But my daughter, she's a chiropractor, and she was like, "Mom, you gotta get some training." Because you know, I woke up with this thought this morning, Aaron. Um, the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results.
Absolutely.
And
And
so that's where you come in, where we've done things, we've trained, we've tried our own ways, and then you plateau, you get frustrated, you try again. So I want to hear from you. What is your thoughts on that?
well, I really look at even with the beginning of the new year, individuals are trying to get their bodies right, get back in order, and they're trying to do things in their own strength, most of them. We move from, vanity type of situation where, I want the abs, I want to have better posture, or, or just something that's outside the norm that it says, I got to change what I'm doing because I don't look good. But it also starts with the inward part because God wants us to be a reflection of Him and to be able to minister from a platform where we're able. He wants us to be able ministers of the gospel. It's, we can do a lot of things in our own strength, but at the same time, we need God. We need His power. We need His authority in the earth to be able to even move these bodies. And He wants us to have long life. He said He wants to satisfy us with. And the one thing that I do notice as a personal trainer, I have people who will come to me all the time, and they will start with the outward part of their physical body. I need this taken care of. I need my stomach down. I want a bigger, stronger arms. All those things are good, but I normally start with the mind. We always will start off with a consultation, would ask tons of questions. My wife, she's also a personal trainer, and we get on these calls and we dig and dig until we figure out, okay, what's the real issue? How did we get here? And when we figure out how we got here, then we can create a plan to try to get us out of this hole.
That's
So
fabulous. And that's what you've done for me. And I'm so grateful. Hey guys, before we even go any further, I want to give you a little bit of Aaron's background. And I'm just going to read a little short biography, and then I got a question for you, Aaron. Okay, because
All right.
he's loaded. So listen to this. Aaron is a transformational coach, a personal trainer, a military veteran. Thank you for your service. And he's co-owner of Resurrected Physiques, where he blends expert training with a faith-centered mission to help people change their fitness story and rebuild their strength, confidence, and purpose. And with certifications from NASM and IAFS, years of military fitness leadership, and top placements in NPC Classic Physique, Aaron trains clients at the Copper Sky, that's our local gym, throughout Pinal and Maricopa County, and then online nationwide. We want to hear a little bit more about the online later. But I know you're passionate to guide people who are new to fitness or recovering from health issues, facing age-related challenges. I can say yes to all of these things, or just wanting to tighten or tone, or maybe they're struggling with breakthrough plateaus. So I'm just reading this. It says, through his proven system, Aaron empowers clients to train smarter, fuel their bodies better, stay consistently accountable, and resurrect their health to become who God created them to be. Don't you just love that? I mean, that is just such a beautiful mission. Wow, Aaron. You come to us with a wealth of experience and a love for God and a love to see people be strong and well. And I just honor all of that. And so because we're just learning a little bit more about you, can you share a little bit about your background, a little bit more, and what inspired you to start Resurrected Physiques?
Well, one of the things for me is that I grew up in small beginnings. So I was born on St. Croix Virgin Islands on a farm. So we had to work real hard. I've been working since I was 10, and life was hard, but I had a father who instilled principles in me that I could never shake. Great work ethics. And I've emulated that throughout my career in the military and so on. But as a child, I was bullied, I was taken advantage of, and I didn't want that to be my story. So I found fitness to be my way out. I was lifting weights, I was doing martial arts, gymnastics, and then it was it was such a time for me where I found that there were more people in my situation, even as a kid, was more people in my situation that I can help. So I've been training individuals when I was really young. I would have friends who would come over and I'm demonstrating to them how to do the workouts and stuff like that. Never knowing that this will be something that I will, call a career and be able to bless other people in the process. Fast forward, I joined the military and I found those same traits that my dad had, those the work ethic that he had. I placed those things towards my military career, and it was unbelievable that I had these opportunities that came forward because I had a relationship with God, and I think that was the biggest change for me. With my relationship with God, He opened doors where I was a sergeant and I had a lieutenant who was going on maternity leave, and she asked me if I can take over for her. And this doesn't normally happen. So I went ahead and I said yes, and that's how the fitness part of what I do came into play. I had such an awesome experience training military members how to get fit, even doing the protocols as far as making sure that they've passed the PT test and stuff like that. Fast forward again, married, have children, and everything else, and my health started to go away. I was still exercising, but I did not see the results I was looking for. I found myself a personal trainer, and my life has changed. I went and I competed at 42. Well, actually, I started training at 40, and then I my my first competition was age 42, won first place, second place, and third place. And then after that, I went to nationals. So it's such a great experience. I wanted to help others, but the main thing was I wanted to help the church. I was an usher in my church, and I would see homegoing services or funerals, and finding out that these same issues were what people were passing away from when they could have corrected it with exercise and nutrition. And that broke my heart. So I created Resurrected Physiques in order to help the church first. And it just streamlined to what it is today.
Wow, that, and that is so much my heart too, to see the body of Christ healthy and strong. And I agree completely. There's way too many that are not fulfilling their full destiny call because of lifestyle choices that they've made. And I know you'll agree, it's all choices. Oh, you said, what did you say to me when I first met you? Do you remember that phrase about choices?
Yeah. So when you're born, you look like your parents. When you pass away or die, you look like your decisions.
Ah,
Yeah. And it's true to that. We do the things that we do because we're familiar with it. And we, like you said, doing things over and over, trying to get a different result, and it doesn't work. And we find ourselves at the end of ourselves trying to figure out what else can I do to make a change.
so good. And it's never too late, is it?
No, it's never too late. I have clients, and this is funny because I remember you stating to me in one of our sessions that, oh, you know, I'm so happy that you're taking the time to help me. I know you can help other people, and I turned to you and I said, my older my oldest client when I first started was about 70, 70 what, 78, 78, and she wanted to compete in a competition. So it was nothing different, that I'm showing to you that I've done with her. And you can start at any age. It's no formula of I have to be a certain age to start. It's great to have a early start because you build those muscles, strengthen those bones, form those habits, and I mean, you get such a healthy outlook on life, and it sets you up for success.
I agree. I've noticed a difference already. My posture is better. Aaron works on my back a lot, and I'm feeling all those muscles. But I'm just noticing I'm just naturally carrying myself better, and it hasn't been that long, and the limp's gone. So yeah, and the thing is, you have a trainer, and like you're accountable. So he puts on these videos. I don't know if all personal trainers do this, but I have videos on my phone every day, a different exercise routine, warm-ups and stretches and different things. And I have to tick that I did them and send it to him. He watches this. So, you know, you get yourself off to a good start, and you have someone that you're accountable to, and you're more likely to succeed.
Mhm. And one of the things about our company that I find to be a great value for our clients is that we teach you what to eat, how to train, and we give you the accountability to win. The accountability is the biggest piece that I can see with most people's training, especially when you're starting off some type of routine that you're not comfortable with. You may not have right form. You may not have the right exercises to target the specific muscle group. So sometimes you need that accountability to help you figure these things out and then hold you to what you said you were going to do.
We totally do. It's so easy to get distracted. New Year starts, we get excited. I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get fit. I'm going to feel better and all these things. And within weeks, sometimes you're already back to the old habits.
Uh-huh.
And 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 on that note, okay, it's a new year. So many people are setting fitness goals right now, right?
That's
Um,
correct.
or resolutions. Can for those just starting their journey, okay, can what would be three simple steps that you'd recommend to get us moving in the right direction?
The first thing I would say is to know your why. That's paramount because if you don't know why you're doing what you're doing, when things get difficult during those first couple of weeks, months, you're going to quit. Most people's whys are it compels them to do the work. Rain or shine, I have to do it. Like, for example, someone who had a health scare, the doctor said, hey, you're going to pass away if you don't correct this. Hey, you got to do something and you have to stick to it. I don't feel like it, but I know that I have to take care of it, right? And that's number one, knowing your why, being able to articulate that not just to yourself, but to others. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing. The second one is do your research. We find that most people they would look at certain things and jump on YouTube and then it's like, okay, yeah, I'm ready to go, get that gym membership, and don't show up. And I find that to be a real waste of resources. So what I would say for most of my clients is we do a SWOT analysis, right? It's basically strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. If we can figure out those things and find out where we stand on those things, we can move on and make some smart goals. And the smart goals is it's very strategic. It's measurable. It has a certain time frame that it ends. So you'll at least be set up for having a plan, a structured plan, knowing what the outcome is going to be and the time frame that you're going to be finished with it. And then the last thing I always say is be consistent. That is one thing that wrecks most training plans, your effort is consistency. Because most people jump on that scale, and it's okay, jump on the scale for the first time. Then take the scale and just put it away for a little bit. And let your mirror be your guide. You can see if things are happening. You can feel if your pants are loose, your top is getting a little, loose as well. You can tell with those things happening, but it's to be consistent. You can't jump in one day, the other day. You have to keep that opportunity of change occurring.
That's excellent. I remember you surprised me. You said to me one day, about New Year's resolutions, one of the worst things a person can do is run out and get a gym membership.
Yes.
And at first it took me aback, and then I thought about it. But can you just elaborate a little bit on that?
Well, it's like taking, for example, you have a young person who wants to drive. So they go out and they go to the dealership and they buy a $30,000 car, but they don't have a license, never took the test, never studied. That vehicle is going to sit there until they get a license to drive it, right? It's the same thing with a gym membership. You jump out and you bought this expensive gym membership. You get the towels, you get the pool access, you have all this amenities that you can use, but you don't have the skills in order to operate within that facility. You need structure, you need something to look at or to follow in order to be successful. And then most people haven't built that skill of showing up, of okay, I feel soreness. Do I stop or continue? And I'm going to stop because they feel like they're hurt. But it's not hurt, it's the process. So not having those skills in place and just making a New Year's resolution without having all the all the pieces together makes it for an awkward puzzle.
Excellent. Yeah, that makes sense to me. I think sometimes we'll get the gym membership thinking, okay, well, then I've done it, but
Nothing
it's,
happened.
yeah, nothing happens. You just put your money down. So far better to make a really strategic plan. Wow, Aaron, I have still a ton of questions for you. And, would would you mind coming back for another broadcast? Uh,
Be my pleasure. My pleasure.
I would love it if we could do another one. Guys, come back, watch for Aaron in the next broadcast. I'm going to get him giving us some tips, some exercises that we can do to get this journey started. So you want to hear the rest of what he's saying, but I don't want to keep you too long on one broadcast. So I'm just going to bless you now. Father, bless my people, bless all that are watching today. And Lord, I know that their heart is to get healthy and strong because your word says it. Psalm 91 says that you satisfy us with a long life and you show us your salvation. That is your will for us. And Lord, I'm asking now that you'll put such a desire in each of my friends watching this broadcast that this year of 2026 will be the most healthy year they've experienced in decades, that it'll be the most exciting, the greatest adventure as they see themselves getting young and strong once again. So Lord, I'm asking you, bless them with good health, bless them with a determination to step fully into all that you have for them, so that they're prospering. It's your will that they prosper and be in good health, even as their souls prosper. So I bless you. Watch for the next broadcast. It's going to be fantastic. We're going to just start really picking on Aaron's brains on some of the exercises and some of the things we can do to get this year off to a good start. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you on the next broadcast.